When they said finding a job after uni is hard, they were not lying. They were not joking. They were not joking. This shit is bad. This shit is so bad. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cheyenne if you're new here, aka Shyseries. And this is episode 18. If you're returning, welcome back. So I hope you guys are doing well. I really wanted to come on here today just to kind of debrief you guys and give you guys a little life update and kind of just escape from my own intensive job search and just the ordinary struggles that I'm just going through in my life right now. I'm really trying to sorry, excuse the lighting as well, by the way. I'm just in the studio, but because I booked it midday, the sun is just doing up peekaboo, hi, hello, and it's just not, you know, but I'm liking the setup, so shout out to Real Studios. Anyways, as I was saying, I am really trying to master consistency on this app, and I know you guys are probably so bored of hearing that because I always say that in every video, guys, bear with me, I'm sorry. But genuinely, I'm just a girl, I'm actually just a normal babe. I'm still an ordinary girl in my 20s trying to navigate life after uni. I still have things I'm going through outside of YouTube. I still have things I need to do and big life decisions to make. And I just find it so difficult to kind of make the time for YouTube when I've got a lot going on in my personal life. And I don't mean that in an extreme way, there's so much going on and you know, because I know everyone has their own struggles and stuff, but for me, I've just got quite a lot of big decisions to make at the moment. And it's not that YouTube's not my priority, because it really, really is. And I just really wish I was that babe to be posting every week and do you know what I mean? Because that's the reason why I started this channel. But that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to go through a few bits and bobs, a little chit chat advice video. I don't want to ramble on for too long, so I'm going to even time myself because you guys know I can talk for days. I've even written some little note. What the hell? I'm doing up free promo right now. Hold on. You know what's so funny? The coffee drinkers are really laughing at me right now because it's the weakest coffee you can buy. But I don't really drink coffee anymore. I really tried to cut it out. Not that I was really that much of a fiend anyway. Don't come for me, you extra espresso shot and this and that. Please. We don't want to hear all that, okay? Okay. So for those of you that don't know, I recently graduated, say 3 months ago, in English and journalism. Journalist, babe. And now I'm unemployed. No, I'm joking. I'm not unemployed. I have a job, but we're going to get into all the nitty-gritty, okay? We're going to get down and dirty so you guys can really understand my current situation and the current circumstances. So I'm currently employed in Manchester. I've got my little receptionist job in Manny. Everyone's really confused as to what I'm doing as well. Am I staying in Manchester? Am I come back to London? Who knows? Don't let them know your next step. Honestly, I'm being so transparent with you guys right now. I'm really just seeing where the wind takes me at this point. I don't really know what I'm even doing, but that's fine. And this is what this video is about, because it's actually a universal experience. It's actually fine to be lost. But I am currently employed in Manchester, and I am currently, actively job searching in London at the moment. I know I want to go into PR and social media marketing, that kind of stuff, but that is a very oversaturated industry, so it's very hard to stand out in those creative spaces. But I just thought I was being smart by keeping the job that I currently have and trying to get another job lined up before I come back to London, because the last thing I want to do is come back to London and be unemployed. Do you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. You've got to enjoy the journey. You've got to enjoy this transitional phase of life. The job market situation, I'm not sure, obviously it varies for different people, because I know some people are fortunate enough to get graduate jobs straight away and all those kind of things. It's not me being a pessimist, but of course everybody knows it's not realistic to get a job straight away after uni. It does take a good couple of months, even a good couple of years. I know people who have got graduate jobs say 2-3 years after they've even graduated. It's so difficult. The job market in the creative industry is quite rubbish right now. There's not really much going. They're asking for 3 to 5 years experience prior just for little creative assistant roles. It's insane to me. But I think there are ways to stand out, and there are ways to set yourself up for success, and there's ways to get the ball rolling. So that's currently what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do little things, little baby steps to get closer to I'm not even gonna say career, because I said, I'm not really sure what my career even looks like, but this is the start of my career, and I might as well enjoy this character development and just like the phase that I'm in, because you're never going to be this young and you're never going to go through this again. Once you find that job and you jump into the full-time world, we're doing that until we're like 7 years old. God forbid. But you get what I'm trying to say, like, if you're doing it like the conventional way. But yeah, to be fair, I actually have been looking at jobs in Manchester as well. But I think the reason why I'm so adamant on coming home is because, one, saving. Coming home, I can save so much more money. Two, there will be a bit more of a disposable income, so at least that disposable income I can invest it into YouTube or traveling, or, you know, just invest it into me, rather than getting a flat in Manchester and having to work full-time, pay rent, pay bills, all these things, and have very little to nothing to invest back into myself. When it comes to saving and things like that, like, I'm actually just a babe. Like, I find it so hard to save, and in uni, I wasn't really saving much in uni because I lived away from home, and I just, you know, holidays, all those things. And the thing is, I'm not saying don't go on holiday, that is not what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what activities and what festivities you want to do, just try and save some cash, because this world is not set up for us to win. So with that being said, I think that's just the main reason why I just plan to come home, and I am, God willing, coming back to London. I just need to find a job, basically. That job will come when it's ready, and what's meant for you won't miss you. So that is just what I keep telling myself over and over and over again, because trust me, this shit is boring. Like, I'm so bored of it now, like, genuinely, like, I'm so bored of this now. Like, applying for jobs every day is so boring. Like, another thing as well, this is so random, but I think with me personally, like, I can be a very impatient person sometimes. So like, I just want everything all at once. I've just got this whole life planned out in my head that I've just not grasped yet. So me coming back to London, getting like a cute little full-time job in like a creative office, like, you know, PR or like advertising. So there's something in the creative space with creative people where I get to like go on like work socials and like events and just like have a fun life full of spontaneity, and just every day is different basically. I want to get a car as soon as I come back to London as well. Like, all these things, like, I want to renovate my room. Like, it's just like, there's just too much. My brain is fogged. Genuinely, sometimes it does get to me and it's just like, oh, why have I not got a job yet? Like, why don't they want me? I need to remember, it's actually nothing personal. This is actually just what everyone is going through at the moment, especially in London. I think the jobs in Manchester are slightly better, but they are still very, very, very competitive. And Manchester is turning into a mini London, well, it is a mini London, everyone knows this, but Manchester is so closely related to London now. Like, it's just, if you're not living in London, you're living in Manchester. So it's like two cities that are like just as bad as each other basically. But yeah, good things take time, and I'm just gonna see where the wind takes me, you know. Oh my god, now that I've touched that, I'm not gonna stop touching that. That is literally so fun to play with. It's like when you play with like a curl. Oh my god, no, stop. I feel like I'm actually waffling at you guys. This is literally therapy for me right now. I'm sorry, I'm low-key like healing a part of me that I just didn't think needed to be healed. But anyways, one thing I wanted to touch on though is just how to stay sane during this job hunt and like the intensive research and career stuff, all the boring stuff. Because like I said earlier, like, it just gets so tedious and so boring sometimes, and it can be so demotivating, let's be real. And I think just finding ways to cope with it and stay motivated and stay resilient is really, really important, because again, I don't want to keep repeating myself in this video, but it's not going to happen straight away. Like, you're not going to get your dream career within the click of a finger. Like, you actually have to grow to be patient, because that's just not how it works. If you're one of the lucky ones, then good on you, but it's just not that easy and it's not that simple for people. And you're a newly graduate, like, even people that graduated a year, 2 years ago, that you just graduated, like, you're literally like a newborn into the adult world. So you need to learn to cut yourself some slack. Like, you're doing so well considering your circumstances. The system is not made for us to succeed. Personally, well, not personally, because again, this is a universal experience, but like with most of these jobs that you're probably applying to, they don't really welcome graduates in with open arms. Like, they're very just like dismissive and just, no, sorry, unfortunately you're not successful. Like, they're not, it's just so cold. Just being in your 20s is such a difficult time, and it is very taboo as well. I don't think people talk about it much, but it can be such a confusing time. But just understand that you are where you're meant to be currently. Everything happens for a reason, and patience is a virtue. Like, it will come to you. So just be patient, enjoy this period of time, because this is probably the most freedom you're ever gonna get, and just see the beauty of it. Like, everyone's had to do it. Well, people that have gone through the education system the conventional way have had to go through this, and it's not easy. Just remember, you're not the only one going through it. So just be patient and just understand that it's nothing personal, basically. Next thing I want to touch on in terms of the job search and job hunt is to find ways to better enhance your skills and find ways to stand out. You need to try and find ways to gain confidence, better your skills, and if you're adamant that you've got the skills for a good entry-level job, then that's amazing. But try and find other skills that you can learn, and just try and get more things under your belt. Do you know what I mean? If you feel like you struggle with, say, I don't know, like public speaking, then just do like an online course, like, to help you get better at public speaking. There's so many online courses out there. There's the Google courses. So if you're obviously in the creative space, there's like the digital marketing course on Google. There's advertising courses, like I did the IAB advertising course. There's also another one, HubSpot, which was recommended by Mariah. But yeah, you need to understand this is a universal experience, and your new life will cost you your old one. It's a part of life, and it's inevitable. You can't escape it. And you're in your 20s. It's like the phase where everyone's feeling lost and confused. We're literally learning and growing, and each day is a new day. So each day, learn something new. One thing that is really, really, really important though, like in your transitional phase in your 20s, is don't get caught trying to catch up. Like, nothing is as it seems all the time, and you'd be surprised just how many frauds there are out there. And that is not me being a hater or trying to shit on someone's, like, rain on anyone's parade or anything like that. Genuinely, people really do put the work in and really grind for what they have, and those people, you give them credit. Do you know what I mean? People are so prideful and really don't want to show the harsh realities and the struggles that they're going through, because they have like an image to upkeep. And why compete with someone like that? They're like imposters. Give people praise where it's due, but don't idolize people. Like, social media, for instance, isn't real. So just focus on your own life, focus on what you're doing, and compete only with yourself. Set your own goals, reach your goals, but make sure to enjoy the journey as well, because comparison is a thief of joy, and just gonna reach that goal and still be unsatisfied. So just make sure you're enjoying it as you go along. Last thing I wanted to touch on before I wrap up this video is something called rejection therapy. Rejection therapy is a self-help technique that involves intentionally seeking out rejection to help people overcome their fear of it. I first saw of this like therapy concept on TikTok, and there are very, very, very extreme examples of this that I personally couldn't do myself. Each to their own though. This lady went shopping basically, and she went up to the sales assistant and asked her if she could get a dress for free. And it's just basically to like just exposing yourself to things that are really, that seem scary, but in hindsight are actually not even that deep. So just hearing the word no, you grow to accept it, and it doesn't sound as scary anymore. And I feel like it's very good in a like relationship aspect, in a friendship aspect, and in a career aspect, and that's the reason why I bring it up. There can be very, very, very simple ways to implement this into your life. Asking for a discount is so funny, because for me personally, I struggle to do that. Like, I don't know why. I find it not awkward, but like awkward is probably the best way to put it. Like, even if I'm in Superdrug and they don't bring up the Superdrug card, like I'm like, oh, should I mention it? I've also got sing at the traffic light. So even if you're a passenger or if you're driving yourself, just having your music playing and not turn it down, or just don't stop singing because somebody's staring at you. Do you know what I mean? I've got smiling at strangers. I know there's girls out there who have smiled at another girl or a stranger, they've just not smiled back. Been there, done that. Just things like that, or give someone a compliment, for example. Like, things like that are ways to implement it, incorporate it into your daily life. The reason why I do mention, why I brought this type of therapy up, which might seem really random to people, is because applying for jobs are inevitably examples of rejection therapy, because it's so easy to be disheartened by the constant no's, and unfortunately no. But acknowledging this type of rejection, it really builds character, honestly, like it really does. And you learn to not even take it personal anymore, and you just learn to keep it stepping, basically. And the thing is, like, of course it's easier said than done, but for me personally, like, I've just started to acknowledge it, and just, it's redirection, do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't even really get upset by it anymore. If anything, I get frustrated, but that's two different emotions, you know? Honestly, it's just redirection, and there's nothing that you can do or say to change their minds at this point. If they're fixed on another candidate, then so be it, you know? There's something better out there for you. But the thing is as well, this type of exposure, yes, it makes you more resilient and it builds courage, but it also helps you to distinguish what you like and don't like, or what you want and don't want for yourself on your own terms, as opposed to like people pleasing and trying to seek validation from others. Yeah, so you can apply that type of exposure technique to different aspects of your life, but I just thought it was worth mentioning, just because applying for jobs can be a punch in the teeth, honestly, because you can put so much effort into a application and then you're feeling quite confident, quite good about it, like, you know, cloud nine, like, wait, actually, I think I might get this. You might even get to a cheeky second round and then you get a no, and it's just like, oh fuck, I was so close. Or just bear that in mind, and just cut yourself some slack. At the end of the day, you're doing so well. I think making this video has literally given me the reassurance that I needed, because even though I know all these things anyway, I think I find it very therapeutic and very helpful giving other people advice. Yeah, I hope that some of these tips or this little advice video has helped you in some sort of way. And I was waffling for majority of it, but I just wanted to be transparent and open with my little intimate YouTube family. And yeah, just enjoy this time being a young babe, and, you know, just live for yourself and do what makes you happy, and just don't change for anybody, okay? Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.